So for this section, we said that we're going to create the classifications from scratch in a moment. But if you want to reuse a standardized type of classification, you can proceed with the BIM content packages that we have available by Graphisoft for download. In first place, you got the BIM content packages, which are pretty much classification systems, okay, with some type of mapping process predefined. And you also got ArchiCAD and copy packages if you want to exchange information using this specific template. But let's focus for now in BIM content packages. If you scroll down a little bit, well, you got the how to use tutorial, which I'm going to explain in a moment. Right over here, you can find the country, language, okay? You can pretty much scroll down, visualize multiple standardized formats of classification systems. And if you find something that you want to use, for example, let's make a quick example with Uniforma 2. Right over here, we got this one, okay? Let's click Uniforma 2. It's going to download an XML type of file extension. And in ArchiCAD, what we're going to do, once we have opened up the classifications manager, let's minimize the basic ArchiCAD classification system. You can simply click this small arrow over here, simply minimize this, and let's proceed with import option. You simply click this one over here. Let's navigate to downloads, and right over here you can notice we can select the downloaded HTML or XML, if I remember well, the standardized format we have downloaded. Let's open this up. It's going to tell you it was successfully imported. Press OK. And right over here, you can notice that now we have two different classification systems. The one predefined by the template, but also the one that is standardized, which is Uniformat. Okay, the interesting thing here is that you can manage multiple classification systems within ArchiCAD. You can create your own classification system, but also you can assign two different classifications to an object, which is also going to be based upon a classification system. You can only assign one classification in one system and only one classification in the other system. But you can't assign two classifications at the same time in one system. That's not possible, okay? So yeah, you can notice over here in the same example that I showed earlier, for example, Uniformat, which has three main groups, major group, and individual. You can notice the same will go over here in ArchiCAD. You got substructure, shell, interior, etc. If you open up substructure, you will find two grouped elements. If you, for example, open up foundations, you got standard, special, slab, and grade, and you got multiple types of classifications that are already predefined, okay? Something interesting going on over here that I want you to pay attention is notice how the nomenclature is going to be more specific each time. You get, you start with something as A, then it's going to combine A10. If you want something specific, it's going to take the previous one, A10, and add another extension, A10. And then A10, 11, 12, 13, and so on. So this is pretty much the system that I'm going to use for the example. This is the one I actually like. We can name everything in general aspects and then simply go on and use and define something a little bit more specific. Okay, but yeah, pretty much if you notice everything is standardized, you can review the different classifications. For example, in services, we got a group which is plumbing, then we got plumbing fixtures, and then you can specify whether this object is a bathtub, sink, lavatory, urinal, water closet, shower, or whichever object you want to assign. Okay, the same if you are, for example, from United States, or you want another type of format, you can go ahead with master format, OmniClass. How about we download both of these formats, master format, and let's proceed with OmniClass. In ArchiCAD, we can, for example, once again import a system. Let's go with OmniClass, and let's import another one, which is going to be the master format. And there it is. You can notice we got different standardized classification systems. Okay, master format. The same nomenclature that we already commented earlier in the PDF examples that I showed you. Right over here you can find them. So if you want to proceed with a standardized classification system, feel free to use the BIM content packages over here. I'm going to provide the link in this lesson. And having said this, let's proceed with the next lesson, where we're going to start from scratch with our own classification system.